Have you ever wondered why car insurance companies ask for your address when you apply for a policy? It might seem like just another formality, but your location actually plays a huge role in determining how much you pay for coverage. From accident risks to crime rates, insurance companies carefully analyze where you live to calculate your premium. But how exactly do they verify your address? In today's video, we'll take a deep dive into how your address directly impacts your car insurance rates. We'll explore why insurers rely on your location to assess risk, the specific factors they consider, and the methods they use to verify your address. Want to compare insurance rates for your area? Visit autoinsurance.org now to get free quotes and find the best coverage for your location. When you apply for auto insurance, one of the first things you're asked to provide is your residential address. But why does this matter so much? Well, your location significantly impacts your insurance rates because insurers use it to assess risk. Let's break down a few key reasons why your address is so important. First, let's talk about risk assessment. Insurance companies look at statistics from your area, including accident frequency, theft rates, and even natural disaster likelihood. If you live in a city with heavy traffic, more accidents occur, meaning insurers see a higher chance of claims being filed. That translates to higher premiums for you. On the flip side, if you live in a small town or rural area where accidents are less frequent, your risk is lower, and so are your insurance rates. Similarly, areas with high crime rates, especially car theft or vandalism, tend to have higher insurance premiums because insurers expect to pay out more claims. Your address also affects the types of available coverage to you. Some states have minimum insurance requirements, and certain locations may require additional coverage options. For example, if you live in an area prone to flooding or hurricanes, your insurer may strongly recommend comprehensive coverage to protect your vehicle from weather-related damage. Looking for affordable car insurance in your area? Head over to autoinsurance.org and use our free comparison tool to find the best rates for your location today. Now that we know why your address matters, let's talk about how insurance companies verify it. When you apply for coverage, the insurer doesn't just take your word for it. They have several ways to confirm where you actually live. First, insurers require official documents. They may ask for recent utility bills, lease agreements, or mortgage statements as proof of residence. These documents provide direct confirmation of where you live. Next, they check credit reports and DMV records. Insurers review your credit file and vehicle registration details to ensure your listed address matches their data. Also, they use third-party databases. Many insurers rely on external data services that track residential information, helping them verify addresses with a broader set of records. Finally, they verify your vehicle's registration and garaging location. Since insurance rates depend on where your car is primarily kept, insurers check these details to ensure accuracy. They have plenty of ways to check, and if something doesn't add up, they'll probably figure it out. Best bet? Just be honest. It saves you a lot of hassle in the long run. Want to make sure you're paying the right price for your coverage? Head over to autoinsurance.org to check your insurance rates now using our free comparison tool and find the best deal for you in just minutes, saving you time and money on the coverage you need. Some drivers might be tempted to use an address that results in lower insurance rates. This is known as rate evasion, and while it might seem like a harmless way to save money, it can have serious consequences. Using a false address is considered insurance fraud. If an insurer discovers that you lied about your residence, they can deny any claims you file, cancel your policy, or even take legal action against you. In some cases, you could face fines or even criminal charges for misrepresenting your information. If your policy is canceled due to providing false information, finding coverage in the future can become much more difficult. Insurance companies keep records of fraudulent activity, and once you're flagged, other insurers may refuse to offer you a policy or charge you significantly higher rates. Avoid costly mistakes by making informed decisions by visiting autoinsurance.org and using our free comparison tool to compare legitimate, reliable, and budget-friendly insurance policies today. Now, what if you live at one address but park your car somewhere else? Like at your workplace, a second home, or a secure parking garage. This is known as your garaging address, and it also affects your rates. Your garaging address is where your car is primarily kept when not in use, and insurers often ask for this separately from your residential address. If you regularly park in a high-crime area, your rates may be higher than if your vehicle is stored in a secure garage. Be sure to inform your insurer if your garaging address is different from your home address. Otherwise, you might run into issues when filing a claim. Visit autoinsurance.org And use our free comparison tool today to find flexible and affordable insurance options for multiple addresses. What if you find out that someone, maybe a friend, relative, or even a stranger, is using your address to obtain car insurance? This can create a mess, and it's important to handle it quickly before it affects your own coverage or financial records. To begin with, contact the insurance company immediately. Inform them that your address is being used without your permission so they can investigate and take corrective action. After that, provide proof that the person does not reside at your address. Documents like lease agreements, utility bills, or tax records can help prove that the individual does not live there. In addition, request that the company remove your address from their records. This ensures that you won't be held responsible for policies or claims tied to someone else. As a final step, report any fraudulent activity if necessary. If the misuse seems intentional or part of identity fraud, you may need to report it to authorities or consumer protection agencies. If someone fraudulently uses your address, you may start getting incorrect bills, legal notices, or even a higher insurance rate. The last thing you want is for this to impact your credit or claims history. Contact the insurer right away to get it fixed. Head over to autoinsurance.org to compare quotes in seconds using our free comparison tool and find the lowest rates in your area. So, before we wrap up, let's quickly go over some key insights to help you make informed insurance decisions. Your address has a big impact on your insurance rates. Factors like accident risk, crime rates, and local regulations all influence what you pay. Insurance companies use multiple sources to verify your address. They check official documents, DMV records, and third-party databases to confirm your information. Using a false address is insurance fraud. This can lead to serious consequences, including policy cancellation, denied claims, and higher rates in the future. Where you park your car matters. Your garaging address directly affects your insurance premiums, so always provide accurate details. If someone else uses your address for their insurance, take action immediately. Reporting it to the insurer helps prevent complications with your own policy. By understanding how your address affects your car insurance, you can make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. We've talked a lot about how your address affects your car insurance rates, how insurers verify it, and why accuracy matters. At the end of the day, where you live plays a big role in what you pay. So it's always best to be upfront and make sure you have the right coverage for your needs. If you found this video helpful, make sure to click that like button so we can keep providing the content you need most. Let us know in the comments how your address has affected your insurance rates. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on valuable tips to save money on car insurance. Where you live can change how much you pay for car insurance, but the smartest move is always to stay informed and compare your options. The right coverage at the right price is out there. You just need to know where to look. Thanks for watching. Stay safe on the road, and we'll see you at the next video.